My sister-in-law asked my wife to prove our daughter was mine at a family dinner. I told her a mistress shouldn't question legitimate marriages. It started 2 years ago when my older brother Samuel divorced his wife of 9 years. No abuse, no drama. He just met someone at his CrossFit gym and decided her family wasn't exciting enough anymore. His ex-wife, Jennifer, got the house they'd spent 6 years renovating together. He got weekend custody of their twin boys and a new condo downtown with his girlfriend Amber. The wedding happened fast. 4 months after the divorce papers were signed, my parents threw them an engagement party at the country club. Business as usual, my father said. We need to move forward as a family. My wife Brooke and I attended because my mother guilted us. Brooke had been Jennifer's maid of honor at their original wedding. Now she had to watch Amber wear a white dress and pretend none of us knew she'd been sending Samuel gym selfies while he was still married. Last Saturday was my daughter Maya's 7th birthday. We'd rented out a section at Dave & Buster's. 20 kids running around, arcade games blasting, the usual chaos. Samuel showed up late with Amber. She was wearing designer jeans that probably cost more than my monthly car payment and carrying a gift bag from Nordstrom. Maya is beautiful. Dark curly hair, brown skin, bright smile. Both Brooke and I are black, but I'm light-skinned like my mother's side. Maya took after Brooke's father, who has that deep, rich tone that apparently confused Amber's simple mind. We were cutting the cake when Amber's voice cut through the noise. She'd had 3 glasses of Prosecco in the past hour. Brooke, she said sweetly, her voice carrying across our table. I've been meaning to ask you something. About genetics. Brooke looked up from helping Maya blow out candles. What about them? Well, Maya doesn't really look like either of you put together, especially not like her father. Amber smiled that fake sympathetic smile. Have you considered doing one of those DNA tests? You know, 23andMe or something? Just to be sure about paternity, for everyone's peace of mind. The arcade music suddenly felt too loud. Brooke's hand froze on the cake knife. My mother stopped mid-conversation with my aunt. Samuel just sat there scrolling through his phone like his wife hadn't just accused my wife of infidelity in front of 40 people. Amber continued, encouraged by the silence. I mean, I'm just being practical. Better to know now than have doubts later, right? Especially with how different she looks from— My wife doesn't need to prove anything, I said quietly. Especially not to you. Amber blinked innocently. I'm just trying to help the family avoid potential issues. You're concerned about legitimacy? I asked. That's interesting. What do you call someone who sleeps with a married father of 2? My mother grabbed my arm. Not here. Not at Maya's party. I didn't lower my voice. A homewrecker is questioning my wife's character. The woman who was sending my brother thirst traps while his wife was pregnant wants to talk about family legitimacy. That's not fair, Samuel finally spoke up. We fell in love. It just happened. Nothing just happens, I said. You made choices. She made choices. But those choices don't give her the right to disrespect my wife. Amber's face flushed. I was just asking a question. No, Brooke finally spoke, her voice steady. You were trying to humiliate me at my daughter's birthday party, in front of our family and friends. Because what exactly? My daughter is darker than her father. I stood up, put my arm around Brooke. We're done here. Maya, go say goodbye to your friends. We're leaving. Samuel followed us to the parking lot. You overreacted. Amber didn't mean anything bad. Your wife accused mine of cheating, I said, opening the car door, and you sat there silent. Again. I didn't know she was going to say that. You never know what she's going to do you? But you chose her. That's fine. Your life, your consequences. But she doesn't get to attack my wife's character just because her own is questionable. She's still my wife, he said weakly. And mine is the woman who didn't have to destroy anyone's family to become one, I replied. That's the difference. He's called 6 times since then. My mother sent a group text about forgiveness. I haven't responded. This morning, Maya asked why Uncle Samuel's wife was mean to Mommy. I told her some people tear others down because they can't live with their own choices. She nodded like she understood. Then she said, I look like Grandpa George, right? Mommy says I have his eyes. Exactly like him, I said. And that's something to be proud of. We haven't been back.